Okay, I was way too excited in that last video. Alright, so let me tell you what's going on here. I kind of left everything on the controls the same when I tried to make that Marshall tone. I just like randomly dialed in something, right? So here's what it sounds like. Play that ACDC tune again. I'm more calm now. Anyways, so that's what the master volume pulled out, and a moderate amount of volume on the vibrato channel. And these amps, they get super loud at, with, like super clean tones. They're great pedal amps. And I got this Marshall down here, right? And it's got a different speaker in it to make it sound better. I've done a lot of things inside this amp to try and make it sound better. It's not bad sounding, but this is a better amp. Because for the high gain stuff inside of that Marshall, there's op amps and diode clipping and all this like crappy digital nonsense, and it sounds horrible when it gets really loud. This sounds amazing when it's really loud. And I always found that I was like having to get like really high gain sounds using pedals with this amplifier. And this amplifier takes the pedals way better than that Marshall down below it does. Okay, so like what's so special about this amp? Nothing. It's a 100-watt version. It's a silver face. Everyone talks about the black face amps sounding way better than the silver face amps do. It's not true. This amp I've been inside of. I replaced all the electrolytic capacitors in the signal path, and I replaced all the electrolytic capacitors in the like the filter capacitors underneath the amplifier. I pulled V1 tube so I can get a little bit more gain out of the vibrato channel, which means the normal channel is useless now. It's got Celestion speakers in it. And I got a switch that basically bypasses the vibrato circuit in the tone stack, and it gives the amp like a little bit more gain, right? Super easy mods that anybody can do. The Celestion speakers really help this amp speak in a different language, and the master volume is killer, all right? I'm using this crappy Chinese Les Paul. They're not even like EMG pickups. They're like these, ESP LH301 pickups. And this thing is freaking awesome. But here's the cool thing about these amps, right? So I was kind of mentioning that I discovered like doom metal, and there's like a lot of cool sounds and stuff. When you run an attenuator with these amplifiers, I don't know if it's the same way without the attenuator, but as you turn the volume up, it starts to get like loose and flubby. I always thought there was something wrong with the amplifier, and that's why I did the recap job. But after I changed all the capacitors in the amp, the flubbiness didn't really go away, which I'm glad, because it has like a unique thing about it that I don't get out of like all the other amplifiers that I have in this room. But anyways, like check it out, right? So, let me put the phone here. Getting back to that doom sound, right? So I turned the bass up. I turned like my mids and my treble down moderately. And I turned the volume up, and like I said, the amp gets kind of loose and flubby, right? So that's my signal path, like straight into this guitar. So there's nothing going on right now. When I put the fuzz on it, sounds pretty good. Yeah. So, Fender Twin Reverb, I think it dooms pretty darn good. I think with the help of that attenuator.